Lord have mercy. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. We are live. Oh man, I just want to give a special shout out to all of y'all in the building. Also, want to give a special shout out to the moderators. I always love y'all. For those that are here and those that are going to be here this morning, this is a wonderful morning. We woke up this morning, and so we should be appreciative of that. And also, too, I want to make a quick announcement because I know a lot of people are not getting their notifications. And I get emails all the time. When are you coming back on YouTube? And I tell them I go live pretty much every single day. They're not getting their notifications. We looked at the ratings. Like a lot of subscribers don't get their notifications. We got about 28,000. I'm sorry, 27,000 subscribers, and all 27,000 of them do not get their notifications. It would be great that if YouTube would send them all 27,000 their notifications, the views would be higher. The views would be higher, and the live chat, the views will be higher on a lot of things. So I'm not understanding why is that people are not getting notifications. So this is why we invested, paid our own money into this text service, which is free for you all. And you can just text Wiley to 888-534-4939. Text Wiley to 888-534-4939. It is free to do. Okay. Free to do. So thank you all so very much. If you need any help, I will email me at wileyshow@gmail.com. Also, another announcement. We will be in Vegas August 26th, August 27th, August 28th. If you want to be notified about that trip, just email me at wileyshowproductions@gmail.com. Super excited to meet some of the producers. This won't be my first trip, won't be my last trip, actually. I'll be doing other trips as well. But I just want to just make that announcement so people that are coming, people that stay in Vegas, people that stay in LA, so you'll know that I'll be in Vegas, okay? I'll be looking real fresh when that trip happened. Thank you so very much, okay? Good morning to everybody. I see y'all in here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello. And we got a lot of stuff that we got to get into this morning. And I'm just going to tell you a lot of good stuff. I was recently reading on the media that the president is going to send another $1 billion to Ukraine. And I felt some type of way because what I felt was $1 billion he's sending to Ukraine, and I don't have a problem with that at all. I don't. But I feel like if you're sending, if you're sending $1 billion to Ukraine, what about sending $1 billion to underserved communities like the hood, about Chicago, Detroit, all of these neglected areas that's been neglected for generations? But anytime we ask for reparations that African people should get, that we should get, especially descendants of slaves, it always come out, we don't have it. It's too expensive. What about the budget? But somehow you all can find $1 billion to send to Ukraine. There's nothing wrong with sending it to Ukraine. They're at a war. They need our assistance, and so we have to give it to them, our assistance. But I'm saying, what about the black? And I want to speak for black people that are trying to get apartments, trying to get housing, because housing is so high. Gas is over $5 an hour. I'm sorry, $5 a gallon. Food is high, and people are still paying a lot in these places. That $1 billion could have helped to fight inflation. And it just make me, when people say this country don't have it, look at what they're doing when they want to do something. When they want to do something, they find money out of their pocket to give to other countries. And my thing is just always take care of home first. Home is the foundation. Take care of home first. This country have to understand that when you give it to other countries and you're not giving it to your own country, a lot of people are not going to agree with that. Now, President Biden is already a couple of people that are calling for him to not run again. I was recently listening to Sean King podcast, and he even said that he do not want Joe Biden to run again, President Biden to run again for a second term. I concur with that because what have he done for the black community? We haven't got no reparations. We haven't got no investments in entrepreneurship and housing. I haven't really seen about that. The George Floyd Policing Act have not passed to help, to protect us from the police, that have not passed. So a lot of things that, he promised that he was going to do for the black community, he have not done it yet. He just recently did a executive order to protect LGBTQ from being discriminated against. But what about the bill about the black people, about the hate crime that black people go through? What about that protection? Where's our hate crime? Where's our bills that's going to protect our people? And that's something that I feel as though that Joe Biden has failed to do. Now, this is not just all on Joe Biden. We have to understand that inflation typically happen now because the country was shut down for 2 years. For a couple of while, we were shut down, and a lot of goods and services, they laid off a lot of employees. So now they're just trying to play catch up. But when I look at the oil companies and I look at the profits of them in the billions of dollars of the profits of the oil companies, it make us seem like, why in the world are they able to just charge this much money and these massive profits that have accumulated against? And you obviously need politicians to stop this because this is hurting Republicans. This is also hurting Democrats. And I understand the Republican side because they feel as though, let the inflation continue. Let us go into recession, because with that type of mindset, that is a way for you to get back in office. One of the key points of why President Obama, I feel as though, got into office because we was in a recession. The banks was failing. The mortgage companies were failing. A lot of parts of our economy was literally falling off a cliff, and that opened up the door for the first black president. So it worked. It worked with Democrats. So I think that Republicans, they want the country to continue to have inflation. They want us to continue to pay high gas at the pump, because in November they want us to say, well, we gave President Biden a chance. Gas is almost as gas is up. We gave President Biden a chance. I'm paying more on my mortgage. We gave President Biden a chance. I'm paying more in food. Now it's a tampon shortage. At first, it was a baby formula shortage. Now it's a tampon shortage, and now they're saying it's going to be a shortage of plastic that make the briefs for the residents, like the diapers. So they said it might be a shortage for that, and I'm not really understanding how we have all these shortages. And I know Roland Martin on his show, he broke it down, and I still was like, this country can do more. I mean, why can't we develop plastic in the United States? I'm just saying. A lot of things in goods and services we need to start producing right here at home to protect our home. But I'm just looking at this and I'm just like, I don't think black people in particularly are going to go to the polls and vote for Joe Biden for a second term. If they feel like they didn't really get nothing from the deal, I don't see them voting for him for a second term. I don't feel like women, particularly, because if it's continuing to be a tampon shortage in November that's coming up in these midterm elections, I don't see a lot of women coming out to vote, especially when they can't have their female hygiene products. They're not going to come out and vote. And that's just my humble opinion when it comes to it about it. So a lot of things on the shelves I've seen was empty at the store I went to. So it's a shortage on a lot of things. A lot of things are like backed up. And so this country is in a disarray right now when it comes to goods and services. When it comes to this gas prices, it's definitely in a disarray. And hopefully that we get this down. I remember President Biden said, President Biden said, well, the inflation will go down low and it would go down, it would be high, then it would go back to normal. That have not happened. I mean, why haven't they foreseen this? And why haven't they prepared for this? And so if President Biden do not handle this inflation the right way, um, it will not, he will not be a second term president. I'm just saying, I'm just really saying, I'm, it's the truth. Like if this inflation is still high and people paying a lot in November, they're not going to vote for Republicans. Going to take over the House and the Senate. And then when it comes to 2024, if inflation is still a problem, we still paying high for gas and all of that. Joe Biden will be a one-term president. That's what it would be. It would be the first time when you had a one-term Republican, then after you had a one-term Democrat, then you have a Republican that's going to replace that one-term Democrat. I really would say it. I really see that happening, and then that will probably open up the door for President Trump in 2024 because he's going to run on. See, when I was in office, gas wasn't high. When I was in office, food wasn't high. When I was in office, a lot of these you all had good and services. And so he's going to really appreciate the average voter is not going to look at this and say, well, when the war go on or if it's a war going on in the country, it can disrupt this entire system. The average viewer is not going to understand that. The average voter is not going to understand the history or the system and stuff like that. The average voter is going to blame the president because the president is the most powerful person in the world. And so the average voter is not going to be like, well, you got to look at the entire world ecosystem. We are in a world economy. The average voter is not going to understand that. They're going to look at, listen, I don't know what you're talking about. Biden is in office. This wasn't happening under Trump. We got some checks. We got a good money with unemployment. We didn't pay that much in gas, and we didn't pay that much in food prices. And we had some tampons, and we had some baby formula. Now, when it comes to the baby formula shortage, you really have to do your homework. President Trump, with his trade agreement, he messed up the trade agreement, which hinder our country from getting baby formula imported from Canada. So a lot of things that Trump did kind of messed up kind of hurt us in the long run. But the average voter is going to look at who is the president right now. And a lot of Republicans that I talk to don't even believe that President Biden should be the president. They feel like he cheated to get in office, even though that's not true. He did not cheat and get into office. He won this. He actually won. He won by votes. Americans voted for him, but the average Republican believed the great lie. And a lot of Democrats is tired of Biden because a lot of the progressives, they feel like, listen, why didn't you cancel student loan debt? You should have done that. Why haven't we gotten reparations? Why haven't the African American community got investments in being entrepreneurs? Why haven't Black-owned media gotten a big piece of the pie when it comes to advertising dollars? So that's what a lot of people are at right now. And of course, I would definitely open up the phone lines and I will let you all call in and speak on it. Okay. Somebody said the president is not the most powerful. He has to go through the House and the Senate, and the Republicans are fighting both. They're fighting tooth and nail. Yeah. Yeah. So we open the phone lines and let y'all talk. I just had to open up with that. Okay. I really had to open up with that. So in my other subject here, I'm gonna bring this down for a second because I'm gonna bring that down. So y'all, let's see it. I want to talk about Tasha K app because a lot of people were sending me emails and DMs because they don't necessarily have the money, or some say they don't have the money to pay $12.99. And I'm like, listen, it's worth it. If you're paying for Netflix, why don't you just cancel your Netflix or your Hulu and to pay for Tasha K app? Because I like her app because it have a live chat, it have a community wall, and they have good material and good shows on there. So it's just really, really good to watch it. And it's black owned and operated. And so it just be good to, follow your favorite content creator over there. But a lot of people were saying that they don't have the money. Some people were saying they don't have the money. Another sister told me she just don't like Tasha, so she's not going to do it. And I'm like, well, she got other tiers that you do it, that you can watch it. And then I asked this particular person, I said, why don't you like Tasha K? All because she said something towards Cardi B. I'm like, listen, what she said towards Cardi B was the truth. And I stand by her what she said about Cardi B. And I said, will Cardi B actually stop supporting somebody for you? And that person said no. So I said, why have the same issue with Tasha? You might as well be on her side like I'm on her side. But what I'm saying is, another point that I'm saying, if you have Hulu, BET Plus, and you have all these apps, and you don't have Tasha K, I speak to your shame, because you are supposed to support Black, and you pay all of these apps, these other apps. You never complain. I never seen nobody go to Netflix and complain about the price. I never seen nobody go to BT Plus and complain about the price. Never seen nobody go to Hulu and complain about the price. I never seen nobody go to Disney, to complain about the price. Never seen anybody at the All Black Network complain about the price. But when it comes to Tasha, a Black woman, that's when you complain about the price. If Tasha was a Black man, you would not complain about the price at all. You would just pay it. And a lot of women is kind of jealous of Tasha because Tasha is married. A lot of women, what I'm saying, don't have a husband or a boyfriend, don't have nobody to cuddle up with. So I get it. But if you have the money, the $2.99 tier or the $12.99 tier, that's great. But if you don't have it, listen. I don't know what to tell you. Get you another job. You should at least get another job to afford to pay for the Tasha K app. If you got a job, you're not making enough money, go back to school, get you a degree, right? So you can get more in your wages. And also, if you have to get a second job to afford the Tasha K app and just work for 8 hours. I know Amazon paying good. I know McDonald's paying good. Subway, just get you another job. Get you another job to afford to pay for the app. Okay? So if I'm just saying in my humble opinion, you can get another job, you can work for Uber, you can work for Lyft to get you another job. So it's definitely there for you if you're there, right? Okay? I'm just saying. I'm saying in my humble opinion, if you don't like it, then I don't know what to tell you. But I'm 100% saying go ahead and get you another job so you can get the app. Because if you're not a part of the app, I don't know. I'm about to take your Black card. If you're not, if you're not on the app, I'm going to have to take your Black card, because I'm like, how are you saying that you are Black and you buy Black and you ain't on the app? I just want to say that. Get you another job. Okay? Or ask your people, your family, to pool your resources together. This one pays. You ask your one uncle for $2. You ask your aunt for $2. Ask your granny for $2. Ask your mama for $2. Ask your daddy for $2. Ask your siblings for $2 and pay for the app. Or go outside, get you a bucket, and ask the people to donate to you so you can pay for the app. Go outside, get you a bucket, and ask the people to ask them to pay for the app. Or use your food stamps, get some cases of water, put it in the freezer, and sell it to the people so you can have it for the app. I'm just saying. Okay? Go out there. You can sell some juices, some Gatorades, pair it with your food stamps, and go ahead and have like a mobile candy store. Okay? I'm just saying. And do that, and you will have the money for the app. I'm just saying. In my humble opinion. Now, have anybody heard that? Okay, a person right now, somebody they're not gonna do it. That's you. But I'm just giving you I'm just giving you my opinion. Ayabaha. That's it. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's just my thoughts. This is not no one told me to do this. Nobody from Kibi Studios told me to do this. I did it on my own. Okay. Yeah. So somebody said use your man credit card. Yes, use that. You know, give them some of that. Okay. So I thank y'all so very much. We're gonna go to our other topic here. Oh man, talk about it, Martin. Um, I watched or last night. I watched Martin review. Reunion on BET Plus. And when I tell you, it was really, really good. It was good seeing Cole, Pam, Gina, Martin. It was really, really good. They got into some things about it. First, opened up with the top, Martin moments. Then it opened up with the top Gina moments, the top Pam moments, the top Cole moments, and then also they talked about these high moments. And I didn't even. It was so much comedy, and it's. I haven't watched a show other than Bernie Mac show that literally made me laugh, because a lot of these sitcoms really don't make me laugh and really have that comedy. But Martin, that show came out in the early 90s. And 30 plus years later, you still can laugh at them jokes. 30 years later, it is still part of the culture. And having them all talking, and then when they got to the whole part of Tommy, oh my gosh, the Tommy's wife um spoke. They did like a memorial for Tommy, and it literally made me cry. They had Leandra Johnson. I hope I'm saying her name right. She was performing, and she was performing "Better Days Are Coming." And when I tell you, I cried. I broke down in tears. That's how good it was. And when I tell you, when it happened, and I'm like, this is a good. I couldn't believe that they pulled this reunion like that. Then they went back. Then they had Tommy. I think they had another Tommy from Living Colors. Then they had another guy from Living Colors. They just show like clips, but they had Tommy come in and speak about it as well, and it was really, really good. Then they had Brotman. Brotman came through the window, and he was talking about that. And then it was another character. I can't think of his name right now. The one was in that terrible accident. Y'all know his name. He was in a terrible accident. I can't think of his name, but when it comes to me, I would definitely um, it'll come to me. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the whole reunion, and the host of the show, he was like, "Shouldn't it be like a Martin reboot? Would you ever do a Martin reboot?" And Martin was like, "No, it'd be kind of hard because of Tommy." Yeah, Tracy Morgan. Yeah, Tracy Morgan and Tommy Davidson. Yes, Tracy Morgan. He did. He didn't come in live, but Tracy Morgan, Hustle Man, he did a pre-recorded video. But it was just it was like really, really good. And the host asked him, "Hey, are you gonna do a reboot of Martin?" He was like, "Well, never say never, but it'd be kind of hard because we don't have Tommy, and Tommy was a big part, of the show." And I didn't even know the Pam character didn't have a lot of, scenes the first year or two. I didn't know that. I thought she was in most of the episodes, so I kind of like, oh wow, I didn't know. And definitely, I'm gonna watch it again because this is stuff I didn't never watch the episode with Biggie Smalls or the episode when Snoop Dogg pulled up. So I'm gonna rewatch the episodes of Martin. But it was really, really good. It was produced very well. The remake of The Apartment, the set designer, they did a great job doing that, and it was just really, really great. I'm glad that Gina um, is cool with Martin, because if you remember back in the day, she alleged that Martin did um, sexually harassed her, and she sued him. But now they have settled there and they're good now. So it's good to see the cast. It's really, really good to see them healthy, good to see them still working and all of that. And it comes on BET Plus. If you are not have BET, most of y'all too cheap Because if you ain't paying for Tasha K app, I know you ain't got the coins to pay for BET Plus. It's on BET Plus. I'm gonna say it again. BET Plus. One more time. BET Plus. All right. Um, so I'm just trying to but yeah, but Gail did ask her the question, and yes, she did. And then she swerved the question. Yes, she did. Okay. I'm just saying. She got with yeah, so I'm just saying, so make sure and you get the free trial too for 7 days. Just letting you know. So all the people that's cheap, you get a free trial for 7 days. You watch BET Plus, but you know what I'm saying. If you can't afford it, get another job. All right, turn to your neighbor and say, "Get another job." Turn to your neighbor and say, "Get another job." Sorry, I had to take my pills. But turn to your neighbor and say, "Get another job." I'm just saying, get a side hustle. Okay. So I'm just saying, get another job. All right. I think one good job would be better than better advice. Yes. Okay. How you gonna tell people to get another job? I'm just saying because if you know, some people say they can't afford a Sasuke app, but I was offended. I'm like, why didn't you just get another job? You know what I'm saying? Work another job. There's plenty of jobs out here that's hiring, and you don't have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? You can just get another job, and you don't have to worry about it, and you could be able to afford, the app and all the apps that you have to buy. Because I have Hulu, I think I have Netflix, I have Showtime, I have BET Plus, and I got the TashaKLive.com app. So definitely. Okay. Thank you. It was a good reunion. Who all watched the reunion? If you watched the reunion, press one. Let me see. Let me do a little review. If you watched the reunion, press one. If you watched the reunion, press one. The Martin reunion, press one. If you did watch it, press two. If you watched the reunion, press one. If you didn't watch it, press two. If you watched the reunion, press one. If you didn't watch it, press two. Wow. A lot of my people didn't watch it. A lot of y'all didn't watch it. It's about one person that watched it. If you watched the reunion, press one. If you didn't watch it, press two. Wow. I have cable. I have cable in the app. I have apps and cable. Yep. Got apps and cable. Wow, you didn't know about it. Now y'all know about it. Make sure y'all go check it out and tell them that Wiley sent you. I didn't know. Wow. Okay. Well, good morning. I didn't know. I did y'all didn't know. Okay. Now Wiley is going now yeah, Wiley going to this weekend. Somebody said, Wiley, we support you when you were not working and doing videos back to back. Don't come down on people like that. You never know anyone's situations. Oh, here she go. We did watch it, but still came to hear your commentary. Let me say something. Listen, if I say get another job, that's what I mean. Get another job. I am a working man, and I still do videos. I've always worked and did videos, right? And that's what I do. But I'm saying if you don't have the money for the app, boo boo, get you another job. Start your cleaning company. Start, you know what I'm saying? Start your own choir. If you have kids, train them to sing on the train, train them to sing on the bus, train them to sing outside, train them to sing. Christmas is right around the corner, so y'all need to be rehearsing so y'all can knock on doors and sing Silent Night, and so y'all can get paid to do all that. I'm just giving you a suggestion, okay? Have some more babies, and you can have the next Jackson 5 or the Johnson 5 or the Jenkins 5. I'm just giving some suggestions. That's all I'm doing over here giving some suggestions about how you can afford for Tasha K app. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just giving suggestions here. Just okay. Get up and do something with your life. Okay, I was going to Cash App you, but I get BT. Okay, that's fine. She said she was gonna cash up me. You're gonna always cash me about $11.11. We always welcome the cash apps over here at the Wiley Show. We appreciate the cash apps, the $11.11. I'm just giving a suggestion. But I do appreciate what lady today. She did give me a cash app, and she said she loved the show. And I offer entertainment. You guys, I'm just joking. Listen, pay what you want to pay. Y'all can't take no joke. Y'all can't tell when I'm joking, but I just make fun, just bring some light to y'all situation. Because when I was talking about before I go, I was talking about the whole ordeal with Megan, and people were getting upset. And I'm like, listen, I'm just a commentator. But when it comes to Martin again, I would love to see Martin show come back. If you would love to see Martin show come back, hit me up in the chat. I would love to see it come back. I think Martin is a genius into comedy. I think he's a genius into the sketch comedy, and all his characters was off the chain. I mean, from the officer, from the man that was doing karate, to the snotty nose kid, to Shanae. His people were doing real good with the characters, and so it was just really, really good. It's really good to see a cast that can still do a reboot if they choose to do a reboot. I would love to see a reboot of Martin. As long as they be able to be free and to be able to tell jokes just like they did in the early 90s. So I'm super excited. I would love to see that in the future. And yeah, love to see it. We know you joke and love your commentary. Hey everyone, I can't type much. The building I'm in sucks and the signal. So I watch all seasons when the show first came out. While I always love Martin work, I want him to have a comeback. Yeah, me too. I would like for it to come back, most definitely. Mama paying a bird. You can a bird. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, I'm open. I'm drop the link real quick if anybody want to come on and talk about Martin's show. I'm gonna drop the link really quickly. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to open up the phone lines as well. If you want to come on, if you're up and you want to come on, and also too, I'm gonna open up the phone lines as well. But Martin, it was really, really good. Most of y'all didn't watch it. I'm shocked that most of y'all did not watch it. I'm really, really shocked. Maybe if they would have put it on BET instead of BET Plus, more people would have watched it. But it was good. It was I love having on BET Plus. No commercials, just straight content. Exactly what I love. No commercials, just straight content. Hold on 1 second. Open the phone lines. I would play some of it, but I can't because of copyright. Because they don't play. I can't even play a snippet. I wanted to play a minute of it, but on YouTube they play a minute of it and the video was taken down, so I can't even play. I can't even play like 60 seconds of it. So y'all let's see it.
Your show now, press 1 to hear important.
Your show is scheduled to start in 36 seconds.
All right, 36 seconds. All right, I'm gonna open up the phone lines. Y'all call in 646-716-8447. Oh, hold on 1 second. Let me type the number in. Okay. Also,
your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
All right, 646-716-8447. 646-716-8447. What do you got to say this morning? I would have loved to hear y'all thoughts. I would love to hear y'all thoughts. We have the phone lines open up. I would love to hear y'all thoughts. And also too, I want before we go, this is like something, and I say this humbly, man. We got the phone lines open up. 1658. Call you on air.
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I thought the reunion was pretty good. I thought the part for Tommy that was really good, and the little impromptu concert with Snoop that was really good. And yeah, man, I just that was my favorite show of the '90s, and man, I wish they brought it back.
I always say about it. Oh yeah, the Snoop Dogg piece was good when he was rapping. That was great. That was dope. Like the Memorial of Tommy was great. I wasn't expecting them to do that at all because they didn't even do that for like Fresh Prince when Uncle Phil like passed on. They didn't really honor him like that. But they really honored Tommy the right way, and to have it at Nipsey's, to pay homage to Nipsey on the show. So I just think that was awesome. But I can't wait for the show to, if the show do come back, it would be popping because it's missed because Martin still is being shown around the world on on many different networks. You will see old episodes of Martin.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like in the '90s that was like our show. I feel like white folks they had Seinfeld, and that was like our show.
Mm-hmm.
But I was surprised they didn't address the controversy with the assault allegations. What do you think of that?
I don't think they was. I don't think they was going to address that at all because it would have overshadowed the entire reunion. So I don't think they was going to talk about it at all. I was looking for them to talk about it because I was nosy, but they didn't even address that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I got, man.
Thank you, brother.
Let me on.
No problem. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So that was great. What they was wrong for not mentioning Gary Moore that plays there. Yeah, they was wrong for not mentioning Gary Moore. Yeah, I forgot about Gary Morrison. Gary Morrison that plays there. Yeah, they didn't mention him. They didn't mention him. Wow, that's a good point. They didn't mention him. Wow. Okay. You're right. They did not mention him in the show. You're exactly right. That's a good point. They did not. They did not mention him at all. Okay. That was not. Elizabeth, if you want to call in, call in. And if you want to donate to the Cash App, you're more than welcome. Because Elizabeth said you don't even give money to subscribers. So stop asking us for money. She never gave me $1, so I don't know why Elizabeth's so mad. I never seen her name on in the Cash App thing. 9498.
Hey Wiley, how you doing?
Hey, good morning.
Hey. So, with the whole Joe Biden thing, I think it's best for him not to run, but I also think it's very important for people to understand that the president is not 100% in control of everything. Yes, he is in control of a lot, but it takes more than the president, the Senate, the House, and so forth has to pass, these bills as well. But Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe, he definitely does not need to run, nor Kamala, I hope I'm saying her name right, Kamala Harris as well. She's been beyond silent during everything. It's just very disappointing. I definitely will not be voting for them personally, nor am I trying to sway other people not to vote for them, but just me personally, it's a no. Also, what did you mention about somebody? Also, with the Tasha K app, yes, I agree. If everybody had, and what's so crazy, Wiley? So many people, especially Black people, have everything. They got Hulu, Stars Plus, HBO, everything. But y'all been telling me I can't pay for Tasha K app.
That's what I'm saying. I said the same
You know
thing.
what I'm saying? But then when she get a giveaway and stuff, they be want free stuff from her.
Mm-hmm.
Even you, how you just put in the chat and Elizabeth Girl saw that comment, I said, she must be crazy. Nobody has to give to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with supporting somebody else? But if it was another race, black people have no problem supporting everybody else, but they want us to give them stuff for free. Make it make sense, because it doesn't. It's like, Negro, if you don't go with your begging self, you know what I'm saying? That's how it's annoying. It's beyond annoying. But last but not least, with the Martin show, I was surprised it aired. I thought it was airing on Saturday. I'm very disappointed I didn't get to see it, but I am gonna watch it. And I think it was best that they did not
you're
bring up.
You're definitely gonna love it.
I'm so sad, and I hate that it took over, 20 years over here. I hate that it took over 20 years for them to do it, but better late than never. It's a bittersweet moment for me because I love Tommy. He was besides Shanae, he was one of my favorite characters. Everybody brought their own special piece to the show, and I'm surprised and I'm happy to see. I don't know his real name, but Cole was there because in real life, Martin and Cole do not get along whatsoever. They don't like each other.
But
that was no secret because
they did really good on the reunion. Like, you couldn't even tell if one don't like the other.
Really?
You couldn't tell it.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
because I had watched the interview with him where he said Martin talked to him as if he was actually Cole in real life. Like, it was hard for him to differentiate the difference, and he didn't like how he talked to him, but he still kept it respectful. Speaking on Martin, he said, he was a good dude, but he just didn't like how he would treat him.
Wow.
When it came to that, and they just didn't see eye to eye. So I'm surprised that he was even there. And everybody looks different, like in a good way. Like, everybody looks different, like healthy. No one goes, we don't know what they do behind closed doors, but nobody looks drugged out. Just from the previews from what I saw, everybody looked vibrant. And I love people need to take notes because how Gina shut Gail down on that interview, was perfect. I ain't seen nobody do that in a cool minute with Gail. You know what I'm saying? People need to take notes.
Yeah, she did. She surely did shut that down. Most definitely.
And did you see the hand movement? Like, I watched Body Language. When Gail first asked her that question, did you see her hands? How she basically was like, "B, not today. Not today." She did the whole hand movement. Black people, we talk with our hands, baby. And her hands was like, let me set you down real quick. I loved it. I loved the interview. She shut Gail down, and I think more people need to do that.
I feel you on that. But thank you so very much for calling in.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you. All right. We want to say thank you to the producers for y'all support, for coming on the Wiley Show and giving y'all support and talking about Martin reunion.
Exclusive. That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't stop. Keep it going.
All right. Thank y'all so very much for tuning into the Wiley Show. We will see y'all in the next episode. We got a live schedule, I think, for 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. I think so. I think it's a live schedule for tonight. So you're going to be getting another video as well. Thank y'all so very much, and we will see y'all in the next episode. Peace. Thank you. Also, too, if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do it by hitting that subscribe button and hitting the like button as well. Hitting the notification. It is free to do. And also leave us a comment. Tell us how we did. I know y'all going to drag me in the comments, and that's okay. Till next time. Peace.